Welcome to Flow English. I'm Lily. Today, I'm taking you through a full day in English, from the moment you open your eyes in the morning to the quiet minutes before you fall asleep at night. For the next hour, you'll practice slow listening and gentle shadowing with me. You'll hear simple, clear sentences about everyday life, waking up, getting ready, stepping outside, meeting people, spending time with family, and ending your day peacefully. You can listen wherever you are at home, on the bus, on a walk, or while you're relaxing. Just follow my voice, breathe, and shadow each sentence with me. Are you ready to begin this day together in English? Let's start. The sun is rising. The sky is a soft orange. Morning light comes into my room. I wake up slowly. My eyes still feel heavy. My alarm rings loud and annoying. I turn it off right away. I don't feel ready to get up, but I stretch my arms, I stretch my legs, and I sit up in bed. I yawn. I'm still sleepy, but I feel calm. Outside, I hear birds singing. I walk to the window and open it. Cool air comes in. It feels fresh on my face. I take a deep breath. The air smells clean. The sky looks bright. It's a new day. Across the street, my neighbor is watering his plants. He uses a green hose. Water falls over the flowers. He wears slippers and he smiles at me. He waves. I wave back. Good morning, he says. Good morning, I say. His dog barks one time, then sits down and watches the street. Children walk to school. They wear backpacks. Some walk slowly. Some laugh and run. One girl eats a banana. A boy kicks a little rock. A woman walks with a baby. The baby holds a toy and looks around. A man rides a bike in a yellow jacket. He rides fast and waves at someone. The street feels busy, but also peaceful. I walk to the bathroom. The floor tiles feel cold. I turn on the light. I look in the mirror. My hair is messy, and I smile. I brush my teeth up and down. I rinse my mouth. Now I feel awake. In the kitchen, my sister is making coffee. It smells strong and good. She pours 1 cup for herself, and 1 for Dad. My brother is in the shower. I hear water running. He sings very loudly. He always does. It makes me laugh. Mom is cooking breakfast. She makes eggs. She toasts bread. She cuts fruit. Dad sits at the table, reading the newspaper, drinking his coffee slowly. He says, "The weather looks nice today." We all say, "Good morning," and sit at the table together. The table is small, but it feels warm and full. We eat toast, eggs, and fruit. We drink tea. There is butter and honey. My little brother spills his juice. Juice goes everywhere. We all say, "Oh no." Then we laugh. He laughs too. He wipes the table. Mom helps him clean it. We talk about the day, who is going where, and what we need to do. Just a normal morning. Simple and warm. I finish breakfast and take my plate to the sink. I wash it with warm water and soap. Then I dry my hands. I go to my room and check the time. It's almost 8. I need to leave soon. I pack my bag, a notebook, a pen, a snack, and my water bottle. I zip the bag. I put on my socks, tie my shoes, and wear my jacket. It's a little cold outside. I check my phone. I check my keys. I'm ready. I say goodbye to my family. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. See you later. My sister says, "Don't forget your lunch." I smile and say, "Thanks." I open the door. The street is bright. The air feels fresh. Leaves move in the wind. I take a deep breath. I walk to the bus stop. I see my neighbor again. He is walking his dog now. The dog wags its tail. A little girl waves at me. I wave back. 2 students walk ahead of me. They talk and laugh. One of them carries a big backpack. They are wearing the same school uniform. A man in a blue shirt rides a bike. He wears a helmet. He rings his bell. He passes us and smiles. A delivery truck drives by. It makes a loud noise. It stops at a house. The driver brings out a box. I reach the bus stop. There are a few people waiting. One woman is on her phone. She is talking in another language. An old man reads a newspaper. He turns the pages slowly. A teenager listens to music. His head moves with the beat. The bus is not here yet. I check the time again. Still a few minutes. I look around. The trees are green. Birds fly from one, branch to another, and a cat sleeps under a bench. Then I hear the bus. It's coming. It gets closer. It stops in front of us. The door opens. I get on the bus. I say hello to the driver. He nods and smiles. I tap my cart. I walk to the back. I find the seat by the window. I sit down. I take off my bag. I place it on my lap. The bus moves. It drives slowly through the town. I look outside. I see people walking. I see cars stopping at lights. I see a bakery. People are buying bread. I see a man sweeping the sidewalk. He works with care. I see a child waving from a window. I smile and wave back. The bus goes over a small bridge. I see water below. It is calm. I see ducks. They swim slowly. I enjoy the ride. The seat is soft. The bus is warm. The city is busy but peaceful. I check the next stop. It is my stop. I press the button. The bus slows down. It stops. I stand up. I hold my bag. I say thank you to the driver. He says, "Have a nice day." I step off the bus. I'm near my workplace now. I walk to my building. It is tall and gray. There are many windows. I go up the stairs. I see a coworker at the door. Her name is Sarah. She smiles and says, "Morning." And I say, "Good morning." We walk in together. The hallway is quiet. Some lights are already on. I hear footsteps. Someone is walking upstairs. I enter the office. It is warm inside. The lights are soft. The windows let in sunlight. I see my desk. It is clean and ready. I take off my jacket. I hang it on the back of my chair. I place my bag under the desk. I sit down slowly. I take a deep breath. The day is beginning. I turn on my computer. It makes a soft sound. The screen lights up. I type my password. I check my email. There are 5 new messages. One is from my manager. She says, "Please send the report." Another one is from a client. He asks for more information. I read each message carefully. Then I reply. I write slowly. I check my spelling. I send the email. Click. My coworker John walks by. He holds a cup of coffee. He says, "Big day today." I say, "Yeah, many things to do." He laughs and walks by. I open my notebook. I check my to-do list. It is long today. I will start with the report. I open the file. I read the first paragraph. I fix 2 small mistakes. And I add more details. I type slowly and clearly. I add a title. I check everything again. Then I save it. I send it to my manager. A few minutes later, she replies. She says, "Great work." Thank you. I smile. I feel good. At 10:30, we take a break. It's time to rest. I go to the small kitchen. Sarah is already there. She is pouring coffee. The smell is strong and warm. She offers me a cup. I say thank you. They smell like chocolate. Jane brings cookies. She made them last night. They smell like chocolate. We all say yum. We sit at the table. We talk about movies. Sarah watched a new film. She says it was funny. Jane laughs. She likes comedies too. John joins us. He eats a banana. He tells a joke. Everyone laughs. The room feels light and happy. After 15 minutes, we clean up. I wash my cup. I dry my hands. We go back to our desks. I look at the clock. It is 10:50. Still more to do. I make a phone call. A client answers. She has a question. I listen carefully. I speak slowly and clearly. I help her solve the problem. She says, "Thank you very much." I say, "You're welcome." I write some notes. I update a document. I organize some files. I check the calendar. There is a team meeting at noon. I prepare for the meeting. I read the agenda. I write one question. I feel ready. At 12, we meet in the big room. There are 6 people. We sit around the table. Our manager starts the meeting. She talks about our goals. She explains the new project. We listen carefully. I take notes. John asks a question. Sarah gives an idea. Jane writes on the whiteboard. I share my thoughts, too. Our manager says, "Good teamwork." We smile. The meeting ends. I go back to my desk. It's almost lunchtime now. I feel hungry. I stand up. I stretch my arms. I take my lunch from my bag. I walk to the break room. The lights are bright. The room smells like food. Someone is heating soup. Another person is peeling an orange. I sit down at the table. Sarah sits across from me. She has a sandwich. It looks fresh. Jane joins us. She brings rice and chicken. I open my lunchbox. Today I have pasta. I made it last night. It smells good. It has tomato sauce and cheese. I also have a small salad. John walks in with a lunch bag. He says, I forgot a fork." We laugh. Jane gives him an extra one. He says, "You saved my life." We all smile. We begin to eat. It is quiet for a moment. Everyone is enjoying their food. The pasta is warm. The salad is crunchy. I drink some water. It feels refreshing. Sarah tells a story. She went to a concert last weekend. She says, "The music was loud but amazing." Jane asks, "Who was the band?" Sarah answers, "They're called River Sound." John says, "I love that band." They all talk about their favorite songs. I listen and smile. I enjoy being with them. It feels relaxed. It feels like a small family. After eating, we clean up. I throw away my napkin. I wash my container. I wipe the table. John says, "Back to work." We all laugh. I check my phone. I have a message from my sister. She says, Don't forget to call Grandma. I reply, thanks. I'll call her after work. Before going back to work, I go outside. The sun is shining. The sky is clear. There is a small park nearby. I walk there slowly. I see two kids playing with a ball. Their father watches them. He smiles. I sit on a bench. I feel the warm sun on my face. A gentle breeze touches my hair. Birds fly above the trees. A woman walks her dog. The dog sniffs the grass. A man sits under a tree. He reads a book. I take a deep breath. The air smells like flowers. I close my eyes for a moment. I feel calm. I feel ready for the rest of the day. I checked the time. It's 1:25. Time to go back. I return to the office. The building is quiet again. People are at their desks. Some are typing. Some are talking quietly. It's time to work again. I sit at my desk. The room is quiet. The lights are soft. People are focused. Everyone is working. I open my notebook. I check my to-do list. I still have a few things to do. I open a document. It is for a new project. I read the first paragraph. Then I start typing. I work slowly. I check my spelling. I fix a few small mistakes. I correct them. I drink some water. My bottle is next to my keyboard. The water is cool. It helps me stay fresh. John walks by. He says, "Do you want a snack?" I smile and say, "What do you have?" He shows me a small chocolate bar. I take one piece. I say, "Thanks." He says, "No problem." He walks back to his desk. I look at my screen. I keep working. I finish the paragraph. I save the file. File saved. Then my phone rings. I answer it. It is a client. She speaks slowly. She needs help. I listen carefully. I write notes on a small pad. She asks a question. I look for the answer. I say, "Please wait one moment." She says, "Okay." I check the file. I find the answer. I explain it to her. She says, "Thank you very much." I say, "You're welcome." We end the call. I take a deep breath. I check my messages. I answer 2 emails. One is from my manager. She wants an update. I write back, "The report is ready." She replies, "Great job." I clean my desk. I put away my pens. I throw away some old papers. I wipe the surface with a tissue. It looks neat now. I check tomorrow's calendar. There is one meeting in the morning. I write it down. I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen. I fill my water bottle. I stretch my back. I roll my shoulders. It feels nice. Sarah walks in. She says, "Tired?" I smile and say, a little." She says, "Almost done." I nod. Yeah, almost. The clock shows 4:45. The workday is almost over. I finish one last task. I organize my folders. I close all open files. I check my email one more time. No new messages. I shut down my computer. The screen turns black. I stand up. I stretch again. I feel a little tired but happy. John waves goodbye. Sarah says, "See you tomorrow." I smile and say, "Take care." I grab my bag. I put on my jacket. I turn off my desk lamp. I walk to the door. I leave the office. I walk slowly to the bus stop. The sun is lower in the sky. The air is cooler now. The sky is soft and orange. Clouds move slowly. People walk down the street. Some talk on the phone. Some look at their feet. Everyone is going home. I see a woman with shopping bags. She looks tired. A man rides a scooter. He wears a helmet. A child runs to his mother. He laughs loudly. At the corner, a dog barks. It is sitting next to its owner. The owner pets the dog's head. The dog's tail wags. I arrive at the bus stop. There are a few people waiting. An old man sits on the bench. He holds a walking stick. A girl listens to music. She hums a song quietly. Two friends chat and laugh. The bus comes. It makes a soft engine sound. The doors open with a hiss. I step inside. I greet the driver. He nods and says, "Evening." I tap my card. I walk to the back. I find a window seat. I sit down. I take a deep breath. The bus moves forward. It rolls down the street. I look outside. I see a bakery. There are warm lights inside. People buy bread and cakes. A little boy holds a chocolate cookie. Next, we pass a flower shop. Colorful flowers sit in buckets. Red, yellow, white. They look fresh and bright. A man sells fruit on the corner: apples, bananas, oranges. He smiles at each customer. The bus stops at a red light. I look up at the sky. It is getting dark. Streetlights turn on. The bus moves again. People get off. Others get on. Soon I reach my stop. I press the button. The bus slows down. I walk to the door. I say thank you to the driver. He says, "Take care." I smile and say, "You too." I walk down my street. The houses are quiet. Some windows are lit. A cat sits on a fence. It watches me walk by. I reach my home. I take out my keys. I unlock the door. I step inside. I take off my shoes. The house feels warm. My sister is in the kitchen. She is cutting vegetables. The smell of food fills the air. It smells like garlic and rice. My mom is folding clothes. She says, "Welcome back." I say, "Thanks. I'm tired." She smiles and says, "Dinner soon." My little brother runs to me. He says, "Look at my drawing." I say, "Wow, that's beautiful." He smiles proudly. I put my bag in my room. I wash my hands. Then I go to the kitchen. The kitchen smells like food. It is warm and bright. My sister stirs a pot on the stove. Steam rises. She hums a soft tune. She says, "Dinner will be ready soon." I nod and smile. My mom sets the table. She places 5 plates, one for each of us. She adds spoons and forks. She folds napkins. She lights a small candle. The light is soft and cozy. My dad comes in from the garden. He has soil on his hands. He says the flowers are growing fast. He washes his hands at the sink. Then he dries them on a towel. He gives Mom a kiss on the cheek. She smiles. My little brother brings his toys. He puts them near the table. He says, "Can my bear sit too?" We all laugh. Mom says, "Okay, just for tonight." My older brother walks in. He just got home from the gym. He is tired but happy. He grabs a glass of water. He drinks it, slowly. The food is ready. We sit down together. We eat rice, chicken, and salad. There is also bread and yogurt. Everyone talks softly. Dad talks about his day at work. He says, "It was busy, but I finished early." Mom talks about neighbors. My sister tells a funny story. She helped a lost dog find its home. She says, "It followed me for 3 blocks." We all laugh. My little brother eats slowly. He drops rice on the floor. He says, "Oops." We help him clean it up. No one is angry. We just smile. Dinner is over. We help clean the table. I wash the plates. My sister dries them. My brother puts them away. We work together. Dad makes tea for everyone. He adds sugar to Mom's cup. She likes it sweet. I take mine plain. My brother drinks milk instead. We sit together in the living room. We drink slowly and relax. The TV is on, playing soft music. Mom sits in her favorite chair, reading a book. Dad looks at his phone. He checks the weather and says it might rain tomorrow. My sister plays with her cat. The cat jumps, runs, and hides in a box. We all laugh. I call my grandmother. She lives in another city. She answers right away, her voice warm and happy. She says, "I was just thinking about you." We talk for about 10 minutes. I ask about her day. She tells me about her garden. Her tomatoes are big this year. She asks about my job. I say, "It's going well." She says, "I'm proud of you." I smile. After the call, I go outside for a short walk. I see my neighbor again, watering his flowers. He says, "Beautiful evening, isn't it?" I say, "Yeah, it's very peaceful." Kids ride their bikes on the street. They wear helmets. They laugh and race each other. Their mom stands nearby and waves at me. I wave back. I walk home. The street is quiet now. Lights glow softly in the windows. A cool breeze moves through the air. I take off my shoes and leave them by the door. I hang my jacket. I'm home, I say. My sister says, "Welcome back." She's watching a movie on the floor with a blanket. Mom is in the kitchen. She puts away the teacups, wipes the table, and turns off the lights. Dad is reading again in his corner chair. He wears his glasses and turns the page slowly. My little brother finishes brushing his teeth. He comes to me and asks, "Can you read me a story?" I say, "Yeah, let's go." We go to his room. His bed is small and soft. I sit beside him. He pulls his blanket over his legs. I open a storybook. It's about a bird traveling around the world. He listens with big, curious eyes. I read slowly and gently. He smiles, then he yawns. I say, "Good night." He says, "Good night." "Thank you." I turn off the light. He closes his eyes and falls asleep. I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face. The water feels cool. I dry my hands and look in the mirror. I feel peaceful. My sister is still watching her movie. The cat sleeps next to her, its tail moving a little. Mom comes in with a blanket. She covers my little brother and kisses his forehead. She whispers, "Sweet dreams." Dad turns off his reading lamp, stretches his arms, and walks to the kitchen. He drinks one last glass of water. "Good night, everyone," he says. We all answer, "Good night." I walk to my room. It's dark and quiet. I turn on a small lamp and check my phone. There's a message from a friend. "Sleep well." I smile and reply, "You too." I write one simple line in my notebook. Today was a peaceful day. I stretch my arms. I close the window. The night air feels cool. I lie down in bed. My pillow is soft. I pull the blanket over me. I turn off the light and close my eyes. Outside, everything is calm. A dog barks far away. A car passes slowly. Trees move gently in the wind. The city is resting. The sky is dark. The stars are bright. The moon is quiet. Everything is slowing down. Everything feels safe. I take a deep breath. I feel thankful. I feel calm. I feel ready for tomorrow. Good night, world. Good night, everyone. Good night. And you did it.
I feel thankful. You did really well. Your voice stayed steady and calm. Exactly the way English grows. You did beautifully today, my friend. Your English grew softly, step by step, and I'm truly proud of your focus and calm. If this gentle way of learning feels good to you, you're welcome to stay close to this channel. You can like the video, leave a quiet comment, or subscribe for more peaceful English sessions. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me keep creating calm, steady lessons for you every single week. But only do it if it feels right. No pressure at all. Take one deep breath. Feel proud of what you learned. And when you're ready, come join me in the next session here on Flow English. I'll be right here waiting for you.